Hello, you little bitches. This is my first ever what if, and well, if you don't like it, go suck a dick, cause I really don't give two fucks. You might be here from What If Keeper's channel. I've been on there a couple times. I've done some what ifs with him, but I'm finally posting a what if on my channel. So this what if will be what if Ichigo was not Ichigo. He will be White Zangetsu. Okay, so hold on, let me go find a picture of what I want him to be. Just don't look at these. You'll find out what these are later, okay? And if you see anything in the photos, just forget about it. Forget about if you see anything that's unsanitary. Where is it? I fucking went past it, yay. So this will be, no, we don't need, no, you don't need to know that, where the fuck is it? There. Ichigo will not be his normal yellow, his orange hair self. When he's born, he will have white hair and white skin. The reason this is because from birth, Ichigo was possessed by Zangetsu. But here's the thing. Ichigo's still conscious. He's just not in control of his body. So he and Zangetsu are pretty much sharing the same body, but Ichigo doesn't know, can't really control his own body. You see, Ichigo's father still can't remember his name. Well, obviously, since he was a captain, he could sense this. But we're gonna say, because if he just kills the son right off the bat, it won't make really much sense. So we're just gonna say, hey, he really just couldn't bring himself to kill his son. So he ended up doing that, and he's like, fine, I'll just hide him from the Soul Society, because they're already after me. And we'll just hope that, and he can tell that Zangetsu is full of hatred and anger, but he knows that he might be, if he's raised the right way, and from young age, he might be able to turn good. So what he's going to do is have, Kisuke Uehara train him from a young age. So he's not going to be like full-on strong Ichigo. He's just going to be able to use his powers a little, which will give him. Let's find the mask real quick. Where's it? No. There it is. He'll have this mask. It's not a really powerful mask. All it does is just nothing. It's just to show that he is a hollow, but he never uses it because he never really had a really need to use it. As Zangetsu, he is very strong. He is naturally stronger than any ordinary human, so he really had no need to use his hollow powers. So he really doesn't know what the capability of the mask is. He never really used it because he never really need to use spirit pressure. So he's just going on with his normal day. And we time skip after them training, and he gets that mask, and he's like, I'm probably never going to need this, so I'll just skip. I don't need it. I'll just fight with my hands. I already have too much of an easy time beating these guys now. If I want to at least deliver challenge. It was like, yeah, I won't use this mask unless I absolutely have to. Now we cut to canon where we see Ichigo stepping on their heads, but this time it's a little more violent. Ichigo is like kicking them more and hitting them, saying, apologize to this little girl before I kill you, because he is Zangetsu, but he does have some of Ichigo's kindness because of how he was raised around kindness and love. So he won't kill someone without a good reason. But he will not hesitate to murder someone if he has to. So we're going to cut to when he gets home, and his dad goes, yeah, and kicks him right in the gut, and Ichigo gets pissed off, as any sane person would, and they just start wrestling, and we cut to canon where Ichigo's in his room, and Rukia just walks around like, what the hell's going on? I sense a hollow next to me, but he's just a human, so whatever. So she just pretty much ignores him because she really didn't. She sensed a little bit of spiritual pressure that was hollow-like, but not too much. So it didn't worry her because, well, she knew there was a hollow around, so she thought it was that. So, yeah, she just was like, okay, whatever, he's just a normal human. That must be the hollow must have marked him because he's coming after him. So so she's walking around and Ichigo's like, hey, yo, bitch, what the fuck you doing in my room? As she's still ignoring him because she thinks he's talking to someone else. As she steps on him and he's like, hey, yo, bitch, and grabs her by the leg and throws her across the room. And he says, bitch, this is my room, 1. 2, stop fucking stepping on me. This is my room. You don't come in someone's room and say, hey, I'm gonna step on you in your own room. Well, I decide, no. Because, bitch, get the fuck out. As Rukia's like, wait, what? You can see me? As we see her explain everything in canon, and she tries to, she's a Bayaku, whatever she used in canon, I can't, Hado, I believe, yeah, Hado, can't remember the name, but she used it, and she thinks it's restraining him, and once Ichigo hears his sister, he just goes, a simple, like, shrug, and it breaks off, as he goes, and literally just jumps up, and slams his feet on the floor, and it breaks the floor. Rukia is reasonably surprised. She's like, what the hell? This human, 1, broke my Hado. Then he jumped like a normal jump. And he slammed his feet so hard that he broke through the fucking floor. What is this person? He's not human. As she's like, whatever. As she jumps down the hole that Ichigo created. And she's going like, okay, well, it's not like you can do anything against the hollow, because obviously they see the hollow, because, it pretty much punched through the fucking wall. And he's like, okay, whatever, I'll just have to deal with this. Ichigo's like, hell nah, bitch, move aside, as he puts his hand in front of Rukia, as this is the first time Ichigo's like, my sister's in danger, I don't want her to die, so, yeah. As he puts his hand over his head, and he goes into this mask. You see, this mask, what it does is pretty much just gives him extra strength, and he's able to use spiritual pressure in his punch. So, if you guys have ever seen Jujutsu Kaisen, you know how a lot of people surround their fist in curse energy? That's what he's doing, except with spiritual pressure, so it's visible. So, of course, Rukia is shitting herself, because 1, a fucking visor is right in front of her, which she knows because obviously they know of the captains. And 2, this nigga has holification. 3, he's using spirit pressure. And 4, he's surrounding it around his fist to the point where it's visible, which no captain has been able to do. And she's like, okay, this kid is strong. I'm not going to fuck with this dude. She just, okay, I will move aside, because as we saw, she would absolutely get destroyed by him. So Ichigo easily dispatches fucking the hollow, and is like in like 2 punches. And this is like, Riku's like, what the fuck? This nigga did my job. He's a human, not to mention the fact that he's a hollow. Nani? As she's like looking around like to see if there's any catch, like, what the fuck, is there more hollows like coming to get me? And she looks at him in like fear, because she doesn't want to get fucking absolutely destroyed. As he unhollifies his mask, as he put his hands on and pulls it off, as he cracks it, as he just squeezes it, which breaks it, and he just runs over and grabs his sister and put her in the house. And he's like, oh god, that was annoying. Oh, I actually had to use it this time. I've never had to use it. Oh, no, you don't need to see that. But yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing this. I'm so bored. As he has this look on his face, like, looking at Rikia and saying, oh, you still here? Let's say, if you were to report me to the Soul Society, what do you think would happen to you? As Rikia is like, I don't know. What would you do? As he's like, I would hunt you down and kill you. You see, I'm living a very peaceful life here. My friends, my family, they're all safe. But you see, if the Soul Society gets word that I'm half hollow, the Soul Society ain't gonna really like that. And they'll come after me, which means they're gonna come after my family and use them over leverage over me, which I can't resist my family. So, let's just do this. As he takes Rukia's hand and grabs her sword and says, I know what you can do. What you're going to do is give me your spiritual pressure. And she's like, oh, the fuck I am. You're already strong enough. I ain't gonna give you my power so you can be even more stronger. And he's like, well, no, this isn't going to be you have an option. You see, you either give it to me, or I stick my hand in my chest, turn you into a hollow, and take it myself. And Ruki's like, reasonably like, what? What did you say? You said you're going to turn me into a hollow and take my power? As Ruki is like thinking, this is a lose-lose situation. There's either one where I get to stay a soul Rukia and have the chance to get my power back if he dies, which she's thinking like that. She's like, he'll die eventually because of Byakuya. She's like thinking, her brother will come save me. Not gonna happen, but then she's like, okay. But if I don't give it to him, he'll stick his hand in my chest, rip out, make me a hollow, and take my power anyways. Then I'll have to be hunted down by the Soul Society and all this shit. So she's like, fuck it. And she stabs him, and he easily steals all of her power. And he's like, okay, now that you've done this, now I have to tell you. I might have done something on purpose. Like I said, I was only going to take a little bit. I decided, because I saw that potential, I'm like, I'm going to take it all. Ruki is like, obviously, hey, you bitch, you lied. You lying piece of shit. As he looks at her and says, you should have made a deal with the devil. As he makes that devilish smile on his face. As he's like, oh, do you have anything to say? As he's walking away, turning back and looking behind her like that. As he's like, just think of this as a contract. I can easily destroy this power that I have within inside of me, because I really don't need it. But it would be a help if I had it. But, you see, if you ever betray me, this power will no longer be alive, which means you will no longer have your power. I will destroy it and take away your power. So it's either you answer to me and don't tell the Soul Society, and I'll let you use your power sometimes, or I kill you now and you forget all about this. Or you can just sit in my house and do whatever you want, but you can't use your spiritual power or anything. So what's it gonna be, girl? One or two? Are you going to listen, or am I gonna have to force you? As Rukia is shaking her head like, no, I'll cooperate. I don't want to die. As that is going to be where I'm gonna be ending it off. I'm just posting this as like a part 1 to see if I want to continue with this and see how the series goes. But if you guys like it, please tell me in the comments. That way I can get more done for part 2. And I will see you later.